Welcome to my channel Class Winner by Shri Shyam Books, All India number 1 skill books publisher. Hello and welcome. Today we are kicking off Unit 1 by talking about something we all love to do but maybe don't think too much about. Tourism. We are going to peel back the layers on what actually makes a vacation an official tourist trip. Alright, let's just dive right in. So let me start by asking you this. When you go on vacation, are you always a tourist? I mean, it seems pretty simple, right? You pack a bag, you go somewhere, boom, you're a tourist. Well, it turns out it's not that simple. There are actually official rules and the real answer might surprise you. This picture. You know this scene. The car is packed to the roof, everyone's excited, we have all been there. But what's really interesting is that behind this feeling we all know, there's a specific set of criteria. So let's find out what it really takes to level up from just being a traveler to being an official tourist. Okay, to really get this, we've got to look at the official definition. I'm talking about the one that's been the gold standard for almost 100 years. And here it is. This is the classic definition from way back in 1930. Now you might be thinking, why does a formal definition even matter? Well, it's actually super important. It's how governments and businesses track the economic impact of travel and plan for things like infrastructure. So it boils down to three key things. You can't be and this is the big one, you are not there to earn any money. So if not everyone who travels is a tourist, then what are they? This is where we need to get a little more specific with the words we use. Because traveler, visitor and tourist, they all actually mean different things. You know, the best way to understand all this is probably just to use an example. So let's meet Ravi. He's about to head off on a short holiday and his plans are basically the perfect test case for us to figure out his official travel status. Okay, so here's Ravi's plan. He's traveling to another city inside his own country. He's going to stay for 3 days, check out some historical sites, and he has zero plans to work or make money. It's all for fun. Let's keep these details in our back pocket as we try to figure out what to call him. Now, to solve this puzzle, we can use a super handy flowchart like this one. See how it starts with the really broad category of traveler right at the top? From there, it branches down into more and more specific types. The most important split for us is the one that separates a tourist from everyone else. Let's see how it works. And boom, here it is. This shows the key difference. And honestly, it all comes down to time. A tourist stays for at least 24 hours, which means at least one overnight stay. An excursionist, on the other hand, is just a same-day visitor. They're there for less than 24 hours. So since Ravi is staying for 3 days, he easily clears that 24-hour mark. Congratulations, Ravi, you are officially a tourist. Okay, so now that we know how to define the person, let's break down the trip itself. It turns out every single tourist experience is basically built on 4 fundamental pillars, and they're conveniently known as the 4 A's. Everything starts with the first A, attraction. This is the why. Why are you even going there in the first place? It could be a gorgeous beach, a bustling city, or in Ravi's case, those historical monuments. The attraction is the magnet, the thing that pulls you in. And these attractions can be pretty much anything, right? We are talking about the big ones like the pyramids, the Eiffel Tower, the Taj Mahal, but they can also be natural wonders like a national park, a unique cultural festival, or even just a world-famous restaurant. Next up, we have accessibility. Think about it. You can have the most stunning waterfall in the world, but if getting there requires a 10-day hike through a jungle, it's not exactly a tourist hotspot. Accessibility is all about the infrastructure, the airports, trains, roads, and buses that make reaching that attraction actually possible. The third A is accommodation, and this ties right back to our 24-hour rule, remember? To be a tourist, you have to stay overnight, which means you need a place to sleep. Hotels, guest houses, Airbnbs, these are all a huge part of the tourism machine, and they funnel a ton of money into the local economy. And finally, the fourth A is amenities. These are kind of the unsung heroes of any trip, the things you don't really think about until you desperately need them. We are talking about things like access to doctors, good cell service, ATMs, and just a general sense of safety. They're the essential background services that make a trip go smoothly. All right, so we've defined the tourist, and we've broken down the components of their trip. Now let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, the actual flow of people moving across and within borders. This table lays it all out perfectly. First, you've got domestic tourism. That's our guy Ravi. He's a resident traveling inside his own country. Then you have inbound tourism. That's when a non-resident comes into a country, like someone from France visiting India. And the flip side of that is outbound tourism, which is when a resident leaves their own country to go visit another one, like a person from India going to France. We've covered a ton of ground here, from the nitty-gritty definitions to the entire anatomy of a trip. Now let's bring it all back home, back to you. So what all this really shows us is that your vacation isn't just a vacation. It's part of this huge, complex, and surprisingly well-defined system. Behind all the fun and sightseeing, there's a hidden structure that we can now understand and analyze. So the next time you're packing your bags, think about it for a second. Are you about to be a tourist or an excursionist? What are the 4 A's of your destination? Is your trip domestic, inbound, or outbound? You now have the tools to see your own adventures in a completely new light. So how will you deconstruct your next one?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.